Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back with another reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday, Season 4, Episode 6, The Laws of Gods and Men. And I've been loving this season so far. A lot of you guys have told me that this is actually your favorite one, so I'm sure that's going to get even better from this point. I'm not sure exactly where it goes from here, though. I know they spent a lot of time setting up Tyrion's upcoming trial for the death of King Joffrey, and we know that Cersei doesn't even want to go in the trial. She just wants to see him dead. The relationship between those two might be the most interesting out of everybody in this show, especially because they're siblings. It's definitely not the same relationship as Cersei and Jaime, that's for sure, but I'm still not entirely convinced that Shae is actually gone. I know they said that she boarded the ship and she sailed away, but we never actually saw Shae board the ship and sail away. We know she's slick, so I don't know why I keep on bringing her up. I just feel like she's gonna play a bigger part in Tyrion's overall story. I could be completely wrong though. You guys are probably watching right now like, why is he bringing up Shae? She doesn't even appear in the show anymore, but yeah, hopefully I'm wrong in regards to that, but there's only one way to find out. If you guys are looking for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. I'm guessing Shae's not on that ship. That's a cool shot though. Stannis with the mean mug. He looks pissed. He always looks upset though. I don't know how I feel about Stannis anymore, if I'm being honest. These guys are like all synchronized.
Welcome to the Iron Bank. What can we do for you, Lord Stannis?
This is Stannis of the House Baratheon, King of the Andals and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
Say it right.
The Iron Throne is currently occupied by Tommen of the House Baratheon, King of the Andals and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
He is a bastard, born of incest, as was his brother before him.
Yes.
He's not lying.
I'm afraid we must respectfully decline your request.
My lord.
I'm not a lord, Sir Davos Seaworth. You would not be either here in Bravos.
This is the payment that was demanded by King Stannis for my crimes. I consider it an honest accounting.
Holy shit, I didn't even realize.
And he's your best chance to get back the money you've sunk into Westeros.
He's dropping facts.
Tyron's gone. Who do you back?
That is a problem for another time.
Begging your pardon, I think it's a problem for now. There's only one reliable leader left in Westeros. Stannis.
Yo, this is just happening right now? They are here.
Theon Greyjoy.
I don't know.
I'm here for Theon Greyjoy. Take me to the dungeons.
He's not in the dungeons. Last cage on the right.
Thank you.
I never thought we'd see the day where he's actually rescued.
Me, Yara.
You can't trick me. Tell him you couldn't trick me.
I'm not tricking you, Theon. I'm saving you.
Read here, read.
Yo,
Help me with him.
he is broken.
No, you can't. You can't.
You're Theon Greyjoy.
This is turning into a lovely evening.
Greyjoys didn't bring enough people. He went back to his cage.
Give me my brother. I know more of your men will die.
How fast can you run?
This is crazy. They left without him?
Now.
Your brother.
My brother's dead.
That happened so quick.
I have a treat for you. You remained loyal.
I didn't want them to take me.
I didn't know he was this far gone. Like the scene earlier this season, it looked like he thought about slicing his neck. He's like actually Ramsay's pet.
Reek.
Yes, of course, my lord.
Good. I need you to play a role. To pretend to be someone you're not.
Pretend to be who?
Theon Greyjoy.
They're gonna try and take over his land. Dragon's gotta eat too, I guess.
It was your dragons, he says. Tell this man I am sorry for his hardship. I cannot bring back his goats, but I will see he has paid their value 3 times over.
That's more than fair. This reminds me of when Bran had to do this back at Winterfell.
These meetings aren't always going to be this early, are they? I was up late last night.
I love that he's part of it now. And he doesn't even stand.
My birds tell me the hound slaughtered 5 of our soldiers. I believe the phrase, "fuck the king," was uttered.
Oh.
What would it take to make the common soldier stupid?
Word actually came back.
10 silver stacks seems a generous bounty.
Make it 100. What else?
More whispers from the east, my lord.
The Targaryen girl. Oh, Tyrell, be a good man. Fetch my quill and paper.
Got a message. This is crazy that they gotta take action on her now. Back in season 1, King Robert, he was talking about it, and I know people are gonna bring up my boy Ned didn't want it. It didn't seem right at the time though. Help your brother, Jamie.
Let me guess. I've been pardoned. Really, father's orders. Well,
wow.
We mustn't disappoint father.
I, Tommen of the House Baratheon, first of my name, King of the Andals and the First Men, do hereby recuse myself from this trial. And if found guilty,
death.
May the gods punish the accused.
Better not happen. I will snap.
Stand accused by the Queen Regent of Regicide. Did you kill King Joffrey?
No.
Did your wife, the Lady Sansa?
Not that I know of.
How would you say he died, then?
Choked on his pigeon pie.
So you would blame the bakers?
Or the pigeons, just leave me out of it.
I will hurt you for this. A day will come when you think you are safe and happy, and your joy will turn to ashes in your mouth, and you'll know the debt is paid.
Your own brother said this to you.
He did say that.
Tyrion said, and you will know the debt is paid. What debt?
I discovered he'd been keeping whores in the Tower of the Hand.
Somebody's got to stand up for Tyrion, though, please. Somebody. Jamie.
You will adjourn for now. Toll the bells in an hour's time.
This isn't a trial, it's a farce. Cersei has manipulated everything, and you know it.
I know nothing of the sort.
I've always hated Tyrion.
He killed his king.
As did I. You know the last order the Mad King gave me? To bring him your head. I saved your life so you could murder my brother.
I'm performing my sworn duty as Hand of the King. If Tyrion is found guilty, he will be punished accordingly.
He'll be executed.
No, he'll be punished accordingly.
What happens to your dynasty when Tyrion dies?
What happens to my dynasty if I spare the life of my grandson's killer?
It survives. Through me. You'll take my place as your son and heir if you let Tyrion live.
Done.
What?
When the testimony is concluded and the guilty verdict rendered, Tyrion will be given the chance to speak. He'll plead for mercy. I'll allow him to join the Night's Watch.
This is exactly what Tywin
Nathan
wanted.
Lannister. And you'll never turn your back on your family again.
You're going to be found guilty.
Oh, you think so?
And when you are, you need to enter a formal plea for mercy and ask to be sent to the wall. Father's agreed to it. He'll spare your life and allow you to join the Night's Watch.
Ned Stark was promised the same thing, and we both know how that turned out.
Father is not Joffrey. He'll keep his word.
How do you know?
Do you trust me?
He's got to.
Crown may call its next witness.
Oh! Shay!
This man stands accused of murdering King Joffrey. What do you know of this?
I know that he's guilty. He and Sansa planned together.
She was definitely paid.
Why would he reveal such plans to his wife's maid?
I wasn't just her maid.
Here's the truth.
I was his whore.
I beg your pardon. You said you were his...
His whore.
For the people in the back.
How did you come to be in his...
One more time.
He stole me. I would wait in his chambers for hours so he could use me when he was bored.
Why is she doing this?
He ordered me to call him my lion, so I did.
Father, I wish to confess.
You wish to confess?
I should have let Stannis kill you all.
Ooh.
Tyrion!
Here's another outburst.
Do you wish to confess?
I'm guilty of being a dwarf.
You're not on trial for being a dwarf.
Oh, yes I am.
That's really what it comes down to.
For that, my entire life.
Have you nothing to say in your defense?
And killing his mother when he was born.
I did not do it.
Or killing, not
I
mother.
did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had.
He's going off.
I wish I was the monster you think I am. I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it. I will not give my life for Joffrey's murder, and I know I'll get no justice here, so I will let the gods decide my fate. I demand a trial by combat.
He's gonna fight. Jaime only has one hand now. This episode.
Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 6, The Laws of Gods and Men, and what an incredible episode. That might be my favorite episode of the season so far. There's a lot to discuss, but before we go into anything, I just want to say, I'm pretty sure it's Peter Dinklage. I'm going to look up his name right quick. The actor that plays Tyrion Lannister. Yep, Peter Dinklage, awesome name by the way. What an incredible performance that he put on at the very end of this episode, especially when he had his final outburst in front of everybody at his own trial. Man, I was taken back by that. I don't know if I really said much for that part of the reaction. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it when I actually edit, but god damn, he freaking killed it. He stole the show, he stole the scene. That was absolutely fantastic. That was amazing. I just gotta say that before I get into anything else. I had to shout that out because that was the performance of a lifetime. That was definitely the best he's done in the role this entire series, and he's done absolutely fantastic this entire series, so that's definitely saying something. But yeah, the whole trial, I don't know if I should discuss that or the attack previously on Ramsay and trying to get Theon back and that whole scene. Oh my god, there's a lot to discuss. Maybe we should start at the beginning before we actually talk about how the episode ended with the trial and Tyrion. But yeah, let's go back to, I guess it was Yara. I'm pretty sure that's the name of Theon's sister. We haven't seen her in a while. I kind of forgot about it for a little bit, if I'm being completely honest. So it's actually kind of nice that after they gave us a bit of time when she first set sail to actually go and get back Theon, to actually seeing it happen in the show and her actually arriving to get him back. So that was pretty cool. And seeing it all go down, I was wondering, I was going to check. I'm like, is this in episode 9? Did I click on the wrong one by accident? This was just a fantastic episode. So seeing Yara actually attack, I'm just going to say Yara. If I'm getting her name wrong, I do apologize. But yeah, seeing her actually go in, try to get her brother back, and then seeing the state that Theon was actually in, man, earlier this season, we already know that he was kind of broken, when he was chained up, running behind him like a dog, and he is straight up sleeping with the dogs now, which is crazy to me. Seeing how far he's fallen too, man, I'm not even upset about it, to be honest, but if it was me, I would have just killed him. I feel like he's been through enough. Once you took his manhood down there, yeah, I feel like that was it for him. Keeping him alive after that, I guess it's no wonder why he's so broken. I don't know if you guys have ever seen the film. It's a horror film, the Poughkeepsie Tapes. It's almost reminded me of that. One of the victims in that film, it's straight up Stockholm Syndrome, where they're so broken by their captor, by their killer, that they can't even go back to a normal life afterwards, and they don't even want it. They refuse it. The life that they've been given, being held captive and being tortured, is almost what they're most comfortable with now. So that was crazy to me when she tried to get him out and he was like, no, you're not even her, you're not my sister, this is a trick. That's how fucked up his head is, how many games they play with him and how badly they've tortured him up until this point. But he refused, leaving his cage. When they finally forced him out, I was just saying, yo, knock him out. And then right away, Ramsay came in with his people, and it was a close quarters fight there. She clearly didn't bring enough people for that battle, and I'm surprised she even made it out alive, but I guess he kind of gave her a chance.
she killed off a few of his, he killed off a few of hers, and then when he let the dog out, Reek, I guess he's not even Theon anymore, because Ramsay was even saying to him afterwards, I got a job for you. You got to play a role of Theon. So that's pretty interesting. But going back to right before that, when it all went down, he let the dog out, and then she even said when she made it back to the boat, I guess they had to run from the dogs to get away. She's basically saying, or they even asked her, like, where's Theon? Where's your brother? And she even said, my brother is dead. So yeah, and now they're coming for the Greyjoys' land, their castle, their territory. Like, yo, this is nuts. So when it comes to that, I definitely don't know how it's all going to play out in their attack on the Greyjoys. I don't even know if we're going to see that this season, because we saw how long it took for her to get to him. So now that he's going to be returning the favor to go back to the Greyjoys, yeah, maybe that's going to be a season 5 thing. I don't know. If we do see in season 4, hey, it's well welcomed. I say bring it on. That's more action for me to see. Who knows? Maybe episode 9? Calling it now? No, that's not an official prediction. So if I get that wrong, don't hold that against me. But yeah, I guess now is a good time to talk about Tyrion and the trial. We went through all the witnesses. Clearly, was it last episode or the episode before? I think it was 2 episodes ago where we saw Cersei going around, rounding everybody up for the trial, getting everybody on her side so they can do exactly as she pleases. And yeah, even everything they said up on the stand in the trial, like, I want to say, like, it was really against him, but at the same time, everything they said did happen. Like, we saw it all in this show, so it's kind of crazy to hear it all. But at the same time, like the first guy, they're not saying the full story. They're not telling it all how it actually went down. Even Tyrion said to the very first guy, like, "Oh, you're leaving a major part out what Joffrey was doing when I actually went at, oh my god, I can't talk. When I actually went at him and slapped him and basically stopped what he was previously doing to Sansa, basically like almost killing her, pointing the crossbow at her, while that one guard, the one that was up on the stand, was beating her." So yeah, they definitely need to paint the full picture when telling these stories, but we know how it is. They're all crooked. They're all on Cersei's side. And Tywin too, like, he doesn't really give a fuck about Tyrion, but at the same time, we saw later this episode, he definitely had his own plan. He was using everything, even though he obviously didn't play a part in Joffrey's death, not to my knowledge at least. He's still using that to his advantage, because Jaime originally didn't follow his orders in the path that he wanted him to take. So now he's using Joffrey's death to get Jaime to do what he wants him to do, which is crazy to me. Even on the trial for the death of his grandson, he's still pulling strings. Like, how crazy is that? At the same time, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Cersei's right there trying to pull her own strings. It's just that she's not as powerful, but she's trying to be. So there was a lot of interesting stuff that definitely went down with the trial and the witnesses. The biggest one, and can I say that I called it, she never actually boarded the ship. She never actually left, or maybe she did. I don't think so, though, but she definitely came back. If she did, Shay returned to the show in a big way, and not the way that I thought, because I definitely said that Shay will be coming back to play a bigger part in Tyrion's overall story. It definitely didn't go how I thought it would, though. I thought she would kind of come in and save the day, and even he was a little bit worried at first when she was walking in to take the stand. He was scared for her life, because if she was going to reveal that he was a good person, that he never had anything to do with it, how she knows it because she was so close to him, and that he even saved her because Tywin was going to hang her. Like, that's how I thought it was going to go, and it did not go that way at all. She is clearly still stressed and still pissed off at Tyrion for him pushing her away. But at the same time, this is one thing I do gotta say. I don't like that at all. Not only because she's against Tyrion in regards to that, but at the same time, Shay has shown she's not just some random whore. Like, she's smarter than that. I don't know why she's buying into this. Unless there's more to it that hasn't been revealed yet. I don't get it. Like, we know Tyrion has a real love for her, and that we also know that she has a real love for Tyrion. So when he pushed her away, she has to have known that he was doing it for the best of her, like, to save her life. And the fact that she's so pissed and now, like, coming back to, like, take a stab at him afterwards based on what he did to save her life, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. I feel like that's one minor negative, if there's any negatives in regards to this episode at all. That's the one thing that I'm not fully buying or not fully on board with, and I just don't like how that all played out. he was even, and then that led to his outburst. So I guess it's kind of good in a way that she did come, and everything that he said as well, pushing back against everyone, saying like, I never killed the kid, or never killed the king, but if I were to poison her, I should have I don't know exactly how he said it, I'm just paraphrasing. I didn't kill the king, but I should have killed you, or I should have let you all die, and that's definitely in regards to Blackwater, because he saved all their lives. They should definitely be more thankful. The people should be stepping up and saying, like, even if he did kill the king, he did a lot of good before that, and we're not going to allow him to be executed because of it. Nobody's on his side except for Jaime. Thank God, Jaime, this season. He hasn't always been a good person. From what we've seen over maybe last season where it started with the bond with Brienne, but this season, he's done nothing but good. The very first episode, he pushed Bran out of a tower, almost killing a kid. He wasn't a good person. So the way that I'm seeing him now is because maybe we are seeing things from his perspective. We have heard the story as well that from what like the Kingslayer, the stories that were told about him weren't necessarily real or true, but at the same time, we've seen him do some pretty shitty things as well. He hasn't always been a good person. You gotta give me that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end it there, guys. This was a fantastic episode. Thank God for Jaime coming through to save the day. But at the same time, he didn't really save the day. He tried, because now there's gonna be a trial by combat. I was gonna say combat by fire, but trial by fire. No, it's trial by combat. I don't know what's gonna go down with that. Is Tyrion gonna fight for himself? Is he gonna get Jaime to fight for him? We know Jaime is an awesome swordsman, but at the same time, he has one hand now. So how's that gonna work? I don't freaking know. I'm assuming it's gonna go down next episode. And who's he gonna face? That's another big question. Jeez, there's a lot going down in this show. I'm freaking loving this season. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like and subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Until next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit, well, I'm not the one to